Nashville, Tennessee, December 18th. The kind of morning that makes you grateful for four walls and a heater. But not everyone had that luxury today. Behind the busy streets and coffee shops and Christmas decorations, there are places the city forgets about. Cold places, hidden places, places where the only sound is the wind moving through a narrow alley. And on this particular morning, something was there, something small, something still, easy to walk past, easy to miss. But someone didn't miss it. Sarah Mitchell was running late for work. She had no reason to stop, no reason to look twice. But something made her pause at the mouth of that alley. Something made her look again. A small pale gray cat with white paws, curled into the tightest ball she could manage between two trash cans. Not moving, barely blinking, her fur dusted with frost. She was hypothermic, exhausted. She had been out here through the night, through temperatures that had dropped to 18 degrees. And somehow, she was still here. Sarah took off her scarf and spoke to her quietly. The cat watched every move, but had nothing left to run on. Sometimes survival looks like staying still and trusting a stranger. She didn't fight. She didn't flinch. She just tucked her face into Sarah's chest and held on, as if she had been waiting for exactly this, as if she somehow knew. Sarah called the nearest animal clinic while walking. She didn't put the cat down once, didn't slow down once. She just walked and talked and kept that tiny body as warm as she possibly could. The heater went on full the second Sarah started the car. The cat sat on her lap the entire drive, eyes open now, watching everything with quiet, exhausted curiosity, taking it all in. Nashville Animal Care, a small clinic run by Dr. James Holloway and his team for over 20 years. When Sarah walked through that door, they were already ready for her. Dr. Holloway had seen a lot in 20 years of practice. But he said later that this little cat, this frost-covered, barely breathing little cat, was running on pure stubbornness, and he respected that enormously. Her core temperature was critically low. The heating pad went down immediately. Warm saline solution prepared. Every movement in that room was calm and deliberate. No rushing, no panic, just steady, practiced hands doing what they knew how to do. They wrapped her in warmth from every direction, above her, below her, beside her, and slowly, very slowly, her body began to respond. The shaking eased, the breathing steadied. She was holding on. Sarah sat in that waiting room for 2 hours. She called her office and said she wouldn't be in. She wasn't leaving, not until she knew. Dr. Holloway came out at 10:30. Her temperature was coming back up. She was stable. She was going to be okay. Sarah sat back down in that chair and didn't say anything for a full minute. When Sarah walked back into that room, the cat turned her head toward the door immediately, like she recognized the sound of her footsteps, like she had been waiting. One small nose bump against Sarah's finger. Such a tiny gesture from such a tiny creature. But in that moment, it said everything that needed to be said. Her first meal, warm, wet food on a small white plate. She ate every single bite. And with every bite she took, every person in that room felt something loosen in their chest. Watch her tail, that slow rise as she eats. That is a cat deciding that life is worth continuing. That this warm room and this food and these quiet, steady hands are worth staying for. And then she groomed herself, right there on that examination table. Front paw, ear, chin, chest, as if to say, thank you very much, I can take it from here. No microchip, no collar, approximately 18 months old, healthy teeth, no serious injuries, just a young cat who had been alone in the cold far too long. Starting today, that was going to change. Sarah named her Ash, pale gray like ash, quiet and soft, and somehow still glowing after everything the cold had tried to take from her. The drive home was quiet. Ash pressed her face against the carrier door the entire way, watching Sarah, learning her, claimed it completely and without apology. And it started with one person who stopped walking and looked twice.